Okay, turn your mic down. There we go. And all right again. Wait a minute, we're doing something new. That's tearing up the system. And so now I have to go in here and tell the thing to stop sharing so that I can be. Oh, there we go. Praise you, the Lord. Okay. Oh, hello. Missed that one. That happens. What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on in your world? What is your tea? Darling, so it's another glorious day, sweethearts. And I'm sure you have all of your carpets together because why, darling? It's time to dish tea, darling, and you are dishing tea with Big Meat. What's up? What's up? Yes, sweethearts, baby, it's been a very interesting last time. Well, we have 14 days because we didn't see you guys last week. Okay. Because we've all been here. And we're coming here tonight. We're going to get through our topics tonight. And hopefully we can get through them successfully because we got a hard stop. Okay. Probably 10:30, but definitely by 11 o'clock. Okay. Because we have to go and take care of something after this. So, honey, we won't be here all night the way that we like to do and carry it on. Although with what we're going to talk about this evening, I really believe it is going to get you guys right together, okay? In this wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Okay. I saw Tiffany up in here earlier, but I refreshed the page, so I may have missed her comment. But group, you here say, hey, me peace on earth, goodwill unto all men. And look what we got going on now, all that Christmas music, and most of it is hypocritical. Well, darling, what a wonderful tone. But what we're going to do is we are really going to get into today's topics, honey. Tonight, I'm going to get into a few things. And I want to talk to y'all. Oh, here you go. Hey, Tim. He said, no, I'm here tonight, honey. Hey. Okay, we're going to get into a few things this evening that I think is going to be timely. And I'm looking, I got to go get this video. I got to find this video. I thought I had sent it to myself, but I did not. Anywho, there was a video that had come across my page. I just watched it. And it's about a dad talking about his son and how his son was watching cartoons. And in watching cartoons, there was whatever this is, where it's a social media challenge and they're showing folks how to hang themselves. Here, a cartoon is doing this to where kids are hanging themselves to do some kind of social media challenge. All right. And luckily, they were able to know something was wrong with the child because they had established a pattern. The father said, usually when I go out of the, go into the kitchen or whatever to do something, he would hear me and he would come chase after me. We play a little hide and seek game and this, that, and another. And this particular day, his son did not follow him. So he went to go check to see what was wrong. And they found their child hanging. He went and got his wife. They worked on the baby. And, called for first responders and everything to get there and got there. And they were able, luckily, they were able to be there in time because he said that happened about 2 years ago. He was 6 at the time. Okay. But the question that one of the questions that we're going to pose tonight is social media challenges. Why have we allowed them to get so far out of fucking whack? Okay. Why have we done that? In addition to that, We want to get into a lot of holiday stuff today, honey. Why is it that we put ourselves in debt every year? Because we want folks to have a quote unquote good Christmas. What does that mean? What is that supposed to look like? Okay. And in that, what are we doing with our mental health along this time of the year? This is supposedly the most wonderful time of the year, right? And oftentimes, if not most times, we find that this time of the year becomes the most depressing. A lot of folks are going through a whole bunch of mental anguish and carrying on, a lot of sadness. We have a lot of loss and everything around this time of the year. And so, what are we doing to protect our mental health or take care of ourselves mentally during this time of the year? And a sub question to that is, are you one of these people who believe you got to be booed up for the holiday season? Does it upset you that you are not booed up? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to get into all of that. And so, be that as it may. Wait a minute. Hold on. What you got? Big meats, I'm a little of both, but I give to whoever year round when I feel it, not a specific day once a year. Okay, I feel you on that. Let's see. All this cheery good will happen when you leave. All that music we play once a year. We can't be all that year round, not just play it on cue. It's hypocritical. Okay. Okay, I feel you on that. We can't do it all year round and this, that, and the other. Well, that there is that. We have let me bring in my co-host. What'd you say? I'm glad you asked that question because I wish I was booed up for the holidays. Sadly, I'm single. Okay, we're gonna get into that. Bring in. Gotcha. All right, and then I'm gonna bring you forward. What's happening, Captain?
What's up? What's up? What's the business? What is the business?
Okay, the business is we're gonna get started first with well, you know what? I'm gonna start with Tiff. She says, I'm glad you asked that question because I wish I was booed up for the holidays. Sadly, I'm single. What is it about the holidays that we want to feel as though we have to be booed up or need to be booed up or whatever? Is it because of this whole holiday cheer? Is it because, let me give you a story. Okay. This happened to me a few years back, right? And I wasn't pressed to be booed up per se. However, I did get into my feelings because I wasn't. I was at a watch night service, right? And well, the year before, this happened the year before, I was at a watch night service, and what left me in a quandary was that, at midnight or whatever, we down praying and we carrying and this, that, and the other to God and blah, 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 blah. As soon as we got to the Happy New Year part, right? Everybody in the church who was single, who were married and partnered, whatever, they dispersed to their partners and everything, gave each other a kiss and a hug and Happy New Year, boo and baby, and this, that, and other, blah, blah, blah. And all of us who were single sat there, twiddled our thumbs, smiling at each other. Hey, Happy New Year. One of those things. So the following year, I had not planned on going to watch night service because I'm like, okay, no, I had an elaborate, New Year's Eve celebration, right? The fellow that I was with at the time was supposed to be in, we had did this around and planned this and this, that, and third. He wanted, I said, what you want? He wanted me to cook some chili. He wanted a little starter kit or whatever. I got me a 40 ounce and carried on when I was drinking beer at the time. So we had all that together, right? Wait. he gets a phone call from his baby mama. And next thing I know, this child jumps up and gets into the shower, carrying on, and he starts to get clothes, dress things. And I'm like, okay, what's up with this? Oh, well, she wants to be with me tonight. So yeah, and I swear to you, honey, if you remember the movie The Exorcist, honey, my neck swirled around like Linda Blair's did. And I got into my feelings so hard. I had not drank in a while. So when I was drinking my little 40, bitch, I got towed up immediately.
So what he said to you was, she doesn't want to be alone tonight.
You know what? Right. Okay, you're going to give me that weight that tail. Fuck you. And then,
Why?
Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't, because damn it, I was burning it all day. What? Yes, I was. Oh, child, yes, I was. I was about to catch a case that night because that fucker came to the door. Sometimes, damn, you sometimes being a little bitch. I said, oh, what? And I hear him between the bathroom door and the wall. Meet you go, meet you go. I said, boy. And what was going through my mind was, I had did everything you asked me to do because you said you wanted this, and this, you know, to get us through this evening, Karen. And a phone call I did. And now all of that became interrupted. So I'm telling you, I was in a bad place that night. Oh, yes, I was. Yes, I was. And I lived in an apartment complex. So what happened? I'm outside of my apartment. I'm sitting in the vestibule here. I'm on the first floor, right here by the front door. So everybody got to pass me, right? I'm sitting on the steps, bitch. When I tell you I'm on the stoop, bitch, I am drunk as fuck. I'm not hollering, but I am loud like I am now. This is how I'm talking, but I'm echoing because we in an echo chamber. They and B. Oh, my neighbors looked and they said, the next morning, my neighbors came down and knocked on my door and said, baby, this ain't you and something wrong. This ain't you at all. You all right? I said, listen, I just had some things jugging my brain cells, honey, and it tore me up. It really tore me up. Okay. And I couldn't handle that at the moment, right? So yeah, so that whole thing, I said that to get back to, the whole idea of got to be booed up or whatever. I never thought that I had to be, but when I thought I was, and it didn't happen, I get it. Tip, what you say? You say, well, actually, just want to be booed up regardless of the season, but this time of the year, social media shows tons of engagements, etc., which has some people in their feelings. You know what? Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with our mental health around this time of the year. Okay, let's talk about that. What is that? Okay. You know what? I can't stand this fucker. You know what that is.
Look it up on Spotify. Monster by Big Red Feather.
Okay. Okay. So let's get into that because, again, here we go with social media challenges and this and another. And folks wanted to put up all these pictures and everything is so picture perfect and this and the other. Are we keeping up with the Joneses and things? Because of what it looks like. Okay, are we doing that because of what we think it looks like? Are we doing it because what? You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes we have, we got the fake it till you make it syndrome. There are folks who are single who go through the notions and the motions trying to make you think that somebody care about them. Y'all seen that, the way that they buy themselves the flowers and this, that, and other, have flowers delivered to them at the job, or, oh, you got a secret admirer and all of those jazz. And during this time of the year, because, a lot of times it has been, oh my God, I can't wait to see you because somebody's been gone out of town. Family members who live in different states, they all come together, right? You got those who are deployed in the military, they actually get to come home. So it becomes an emotional time because, well, I have not seen you in forever, especially during wartime or whatever, and they're able to come home and get furloughed or whatever. And it's like, oh my God. So, you have those emotions and things to unravel and deal with. Then you have just the whole idea of wanting to be romantic, whether it is no, you want to be romantically engaged, romantically partnered, because the platonic stuff you already get. And can I get very graphic here? The whole idea of being romantic with somebody during this time is because the sex is good. Okay, or supposedly better during this time of the year and all of those things that we put in our head, because it is supposedly the most wonderful time of the year. And, we get all the lights and the trees. And if you're someplace where there's snow and carrying on, you get all the snow and just this whole background and kaleidoscope of color and beauty and opulence, that ends up becoming what? Picturesque, so that you could take a damn picture, right? And sit there and put it on the card and say, oh, this is cute. We sit down there and be cutesy with the pajamas. Everybody wearing matching pajamas for the holiday postcard and all that. What is that? Okay, what is that? Red, you got any comments on that?
Well, let me tell you, like Prince says, last night I spent another lonely Christmas. I'll tell you like this. Take it from somebody who has spent over 12 years or better, right?
Right.
Having family-oriented holiday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And imagine having the person, because I used to didn't want to celebrate the holidays.
Right.
Because of prior losses.
Right. Right.
And then imagine having the one person that kept pushing and nagging and pouring into you and showing their excitement for the holidays.
Right.
Build you up over the years.
Right.
So look forward to the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So want to celebrate the holidays. Imagine there being the one person that snatches it all away from you.
Oh, how about that? In real time.
And just totally destroy you ever want to celebrate the holidays.
Exactly. And I'm stressing in real time because a lot of us feel that way because we, of death and we lose people.
But sometimes people do things.
Right. There you go.
And for the one person that built you up to love the holiday, make you hate the holiday.
Okay. Ooh.
It becomes a mental health issue.
All day.
Personally, I do think it's a time that it would be lovely to be skin to skin and holding your significant other and just, even if you cuddling and watching a movie,
right,
drinking hot cocoa, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's some, a lot of men won't open up and say that they need that significant other's touch.
Right. Now say that now.
They won't open up and say it.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's the touch that feeds you before the meal that greets you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's more nourishment in a loving kiss, hug, or intimate moment than it is in a plate of food.
Right. Say that. Yeah, that's true.
And
that's true.
When that's taken all away from you, it's almost like your head has been severed.
Mm.
And they say one person is the head, one person is the neck. Well, if you removed it right there, then you just lost and nowhere to go.
Okay.
So the holidays become not hard like they were in your life before. They become worse.
Ooh. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just when the holidays were something you like, oh, okay, I hope everybody else be fine.
Right.
And then it becomes a devastating thing. And the sad thing about that is you never know who else is going through it. So I say it's mental health.
Okay. Okay. I left this comment up here because I love where this is going, Eddie. Ed says, we are watching emotions being commercialized.
People, if you supported me, you would not be talking.
And we are watching emotions being commercialized on all forms of media. There are many hopeless romantic people in the world. They're not. Coupled with this Jerry commercial and watching pajama pictures or matching pajama pictures is all part of the big sale. And the big sale goes from December to February, Christmas, New Year, and Valentine's Day. 3 months.
Friday,
of sales. I love that. Yes.
It was a PIN number.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, wait a minute. Stand by, y'all. Let me take a commercial break real quick. We'll be right back.
How you all doing? My name is Jason Pander and I'm the CEO and founder of B Condoms. Today I'm about to give you a demonstration to show you why B Condoms are the strongest condoms in the market. There's nothing better. What we're going to do today is I took one of our Platinum XL condoms, we're going to put it over a cucumber, and what I'm going to show you is that we can cut through this cucumber without actually breaking the integrity of our condom. Now you can see I put the condom over this cucumber. I'm going to take a knife, we're going to now cut through it. Now, keep in mind, all condoms are not able to do this. This is something special, all right? Our condoms are pH friendly for the women, all right? They're vegan friendly, they're organic. We don't have any of the toxins that you'll find in other types of condoms, like the caseins, the glycerins, the glutens, any of those. That's why our condoms are odorless and they're tasteless. So what you now saw was, voila, all cuts through the cucumber. Now watch this. Take some water, open it up. No holes. This is what you get when you purchase a B condom. The best quality on the market, black owned, and make sure to protect the culture with B condoms. Nothing's better. Thank you. Jason Panda tapping out.
Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570.
Black on, get into it. Black on, look at that David Ford, right there, that's his thing. Black on, he don't know Tom. Look at that, David Ford, that's his name. You don't know Tom. Yeah. Yes. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
Okay, and we are back. Hello, people. Oh, we had to take care of something real quick that popped up out the blue. Y'all had the phone ring or whatever, so we had to take care of that real quick.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, so now getting back into the flow of this, I'm going to go back to that comment. As we were talking about the big sale, I'm going to go back to it.
Well, let me say this right quick.
Go ahead.
I honestly don't want to. I hate the fact that this is going to be 2 holidays in a row with nobody.
Okay.
Single ain't all it's cracked up to be.
Right.
All the dancing on social media. Oh, I'm single. Go to hell.
Okay.
It ain't cute. It ain't cute at all. You know, when people always say, yo, you built for this, you built for that. It ain't about you being built for nothing. You mentally set yourself up thinking that it's okay to be alone.
Okay.
Again, it's mental health.
Very interesting thought. I'm going to put a pin. Let me go to these comments first. I'm going to reread these. We are watching emotions being commercialized on all forms of media. There are many more hopeless romantic people in the world than not. Coupled with the Jared commercials and the matching pajama pictures is all part of the big sale. I love that. And the big sale goes from December to February. Christmas, New Year's, and Valentine's Day, the 3 big months. The big 3 months sucker sales. Okay, what do you call the sucker sale? I love that. And I want to go here.
Me too.
I want to go here because you said something about us mentally telling ourselves that we're okay being single. And what you say, we're actually not designed to be single. Okay. But okay, let me ask this, because in that not being designed to be single, do we then just settle because we don't want to be? Because a lot of times I've seen it happen. I've experienced it my damn self, where all for the fact of not wanting to be single. I know somebody who, especially for the holiday season, will sit down here and will accept bullshit from somebody until the holiday season is over, just so that they can get through this time of the year without being alone.
Now here's something I want to say on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, because I know you're finna say something.
But
I blame that right there
uh-huh.
on a lot of big girls. A lot of big girls will accept mediocre partners to be booed up during the holiday season,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that the minute the sun crack across that sky at 80 degrees, he out.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's go there.
And I'm telling you because I've seen it so many
So
years.
have I. So have I.
And I've had big girl friends, like, you know, homies, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I would never befriend or become an associate of who they're talking to because I know they meant them no good.
Right. Right. I know exactly.
Why would I get cool with you right now when I know you're gonna be gone?
You're going to be gone. Exactly. And this is just a facade. Let's go there.
So
Let's go back there because see, it's not just the big girls. It is big folks, period. Because see, over here on the rainbow spectrum, y'all know what I tell y'all, honey, trade is trade. And it's winter time, and this is winter time, honey, in the Midwest and those people where we got cold and snow. This started happening back at Labor Day. That Labor Day is, just before Halloween, is when the grooming started. Okay? Because in the Midwest, depending on where you are, we get snow by Halloween. Okay? So that Labor Day-ish season or whatever is when the seeds started being planted. People start to find out who they can, and this, that, and the other, and they get together. And there's this whole big old thing about the hobosexual now. There's those who homeless.
what the hell is that?
The hobosexual. Yeah. Yeah, the hobosexual are those who are in between places, homeless, trying to get out of a situation, and they come boo up with you just to get out of the elements and to have a roof over their head.
Wow.
Okay, until the weather breaks. Okay, and then and carry on, and then go back outside and weather the elements and be outside on the street cars and in the lawns and on the benches and carrying on the way they work. See, this is that time of the season. So around Labor Day is when they start to groom. Okay. And it's not just the big folks, it is those who have no confidence in themselves. We always say low self-esteem. I'm going to say no confidence in your ability. You have no confidence in who you are. And if you don't have confidence in yourself, then you want them bleeding heart Sally's, honey. I'm a Pisces, honey. That says everything. One of the bleeding heart Sally's, honey, who wants to save the world and make sure folks are okay and blah, 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 blah. You get it? Okay, right. They go, McKay. Okay. Sit up there and they come give you a story or whatever, or not necessarily give you a story. You see that they're tired. You see that they need a meal and carry it on. So you let them come on over, and then what they do, like trade always do, honey, they get to fixing shit up. And they get to doing this, and they get to, they get to all the, they get to earn their keep. They do earn their keep. At least they used to. Okay. And after earning their keep, when the weather starts to break, right when, it's cool, but I can just wear a light little jacket. I can wear a little jacket or whatever. And I'm okay. Is when they start showing their ass. Their ass get up on their shoulders and carry on, and then they start to flip the script to a point where it gets to where, okay, I'm going to have to put the nigga out or whatever the case may be and cut ties. Well, that was always the plan, because now that they can weather the storm outside or whatever and go back to doing what they do, they don't need you anymore. Hence, they go out, get back out there on their little street hustle or whatever until the next time. Hence trade, because now you're not traded off. Okay, you got little stories to tell. How we out there at the park to carry on, girl, he was in there and all this. Okay, y'all are talking about his little tongue tricks and carrying on, about his little hammering skills and this, that, and the other. Okay, both inside the bedroom and out. You know how to cook, wash a dish, and carry it on, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So now he becomes, he's collateral damage for you, but then he becomes surplus for somebody else. Okay. And all of that, especially at this time of the year, is when we will go to that mental health thing. I don't want to be alone. So we sit there and get booed up or whatever, give these children the world, and then here, hi. But those of y'all who like to shower folks with gifts and want to sit there and spend money because you got somebody there. You want to show them give them what they ain't never had before. And that whole experience shit, see, yeah, that's when you get caught up. Okay, you get caught up because now there's somebody here, and let me introduce them to a world that they ain't never seen, or whatever the case may be. Okay. Aha! You so goddamn stupid. You dumb. You're my friend. Hey, friend. Gotta go find somebody to take to my family for Christmas. Okay, right. We'll do a Christmas tree in that house. Make sure you get matching sweaters, child. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. And so we end up doing these things, and just like now I know Ed is joking and carrying on, but see, we get into those things where we have instant famine. You add water and stir, or you add trade and stir, or you add a bitch and stir. Okay, and then you got instant family, and God help you if she got kids. Because if you find somebody who got kids, and usually just one or two, you know, if she got a whole football team, that may be out the league. But she got one or two or whatever, you can play Big Daddy too or whatever, get the kids or something, then you earn the coochie points, right? Because now you sit up there, the kid that became part of the package deal. You done help her get the PlayStation that the little boy done always wanted to carry on. You done help the girl get a little iPhone that she always wanted, or the iPad, okay? And now, you know, you are just the cat's meow, honey. Okay, et cetera, et cetera. But a lot of this is for you. It's here and here. Because now, you know, you've done something. You know, that whole man thing of being a provider and this, that, and the other. It comes down to that. In a lot of cases, I'm not saying all, in a lot of cases. Okay. So what is that? Going back to the whole mental thing. Where are we mentally with all of this and prepping ourselves for the holiday season? And now, it said we're not designed to be alone. Okay, but you are.
That part.
Okay, but you are. So what do you do when you are? Here, do you drive yourself crazy? Do you sit down there and get mad at the world because you are? Do you throw shade and everything and everybody else because you single?
Yep, you become
Go ahead.
the stickler in everybody's relationship.
Oh, you busted everybody balloon. Just going on the top of the
You
balloon.
gonna snitch.
Oh,
You gonna tell everybody, even if you don't know nothing about the person, you gonna make something up. You are on a destruction mode when it comes to other people's relationships.
oh.
Because you're not heartbroken. You're hip broken.
Hip broken.
Yeah.
Break that down. Like when you going with that. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, I like that.
Hot and penetration. Anything that got to do with that is broken. You are hip broken.
Wait a minute. Oh, that's a banner. Hold on. I got to put that along. I got to do it. We'll create a banner in a minute. Ooh.
You got to think about it. As soon as you decide to be vulnerable enough to be intimate with this person, you just intertwine spirit, right?
Uh-huh.
Now you have some type of connection. This connection can show you to be real, and it can be the most fake thing in the world.
Uh-huh.
Because you know, intimate connection only need one person to be real.
That's right. That's
two people to create it. One person to be real. The other person could be trying to get an award, Academy Award. So, I mean, how many ooh-ahs you need in a script not to remember it?
Watch. Wait a minute.
And you ain't got to remember their name because if everybody's baby, then it's good.
Did you just take me there? Let's be real with it. Let's be real. Because you know what? Now, you said it's cute. What you saying is cute and can't know, but let's be real with that shit. Be
Right.
real. It can be real.
Name is
Oh,
baby.
be real
You
now.
got to remember their name.
Lord, have mercy.
If everybody, baby, good morning, baby. Oh, baby, oh, baby.
Right,
Baby, baby, baby.
Right.
Baby. Oh, baby, this is so good, baby, baby, baby.
right.
Baby, bring me a beer.
Yeah.
Baby, baby, baby.
Uh-huh.
Baby,
Uh-huh.
baby.
Uh-huh. Right.
There you go. You just built yourself a wall where you never really was connected.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
When somebody is saying, look, here's the example.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, Daddy, you know I love you. I love you ever since we've been together. And his response is, oh, I know how you feel. Oh, I know you do.
Oh. Oh.
You know how we do.
Oh. What you say now? What you say?
We make a
okay.
great team. Everything, but I love you back.
Right. They're not singing Luther Vandross. She loves me right back, yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah.
love me right back.
And she said, I love you back. They ain't saying that.
No, they're not saying
They
that.
ain't saying that. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
But what I'm trying to get at is the little bitty signs are the big explosion.
This, oh, good, good, good. Right there. Come on, teach the thing,
The
man.
little bitty signs are the big explosion. When it comes down to the explosive part, the ending part of this relationship, right?
Right.
Is when they can throw on your faces. I ain't never told you I love you. Who said we was together?
Oh, did nobody ask you to do that? That's the one. That's the one. Did nobody ask you to do that?
I never asked you to be my woman.
Oh,
I thought we was just doing us.
right.
See, what women don't understand is, and I would say, I'm not just women, people, period.
Yeah.
When you don't want to hold the flag of accountability, it comes back to slap you in your face.
Yeah.
Because people can take that flag of accountability and use it against you.
That's right.
Because when they don't make a commitment, that's making them immediately from the beginning being non-accountable for their position in your life.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And let me add, because commitment brings about responsibility. Okay. What you mean, Meat? What you mean? Once you commit yourself to doing something, that means everything about that commitment that you said you were going to do, you become responsible for what is and is not done. Okay? There's an actual finger that can come directly to you, right? That's the first part. See, responsibility and accountability are fraternal twins. Okay? They're fraternal. Because responsibility is what you own up to, because that's what you have marked. You set up there and have committed to this. You have said, I am going to do. You have made a covenant with you and whomever. Okay. Accountability is when you own up to it. When you say, you know what, I fucked this up. You know, I didn't do right by this, that, and other. That's on me. That there is sitting up there and standing in the heat when you toe it up. Okay. Most of us want to dip and dirge that. Okay. We're swerving like we're in the Matrix. Okay. Or wait, Pastor say, how she say, you know, the thing at the car, you know, the air balloon that just, yeah, we're dipping dirge, all of that. Okay. So that it doesn't hit us, so that it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, right? Because why? Why? And this is a theory. I'm not saying this is gospel truth or whatever, but in my experience and how I've seen things play out, it is because most of us do not want to have egg on our faces. A lot of us don't want to sit in that heat. A lot of us do not like to be wrong. And that's not all of us. We don't want to be wrong. And we don't want to have everybody point their finger and look at us, because it becomes embarrassing. It becomes, ooh, you did something wrong. Ooh, you getting a whooping. Ooh. And that's on you. And you don't know how to repair it. It's the repair part. How many of you remember that with your parents? It broke me into dust. The day my mother said, I am disappointed in you and I can't trust you. Do you know how hard and how long it took for me to gain my mother's trust again? And every child does it. And this is not nothing that's just an anomaly. This is something that every child does. Why? Because we're human and we're going through that whole life experience, right? And what we take for granted, we take something for granted, and when we take it for granted, we think that we can do whatever we can, and we forget what the boundaries are.
Not whatever we can, whatever we want.
Oh, how about that?
They think they can do whatever they want.
Okay. I like that. Okay.
What about that silent parent? Like, I'm the type of person that when you done messed up your trust with me,
right,
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna move different.
Okay.
And you're gonna think something wrong with me.
Going back to mental health.
Because you're never gonna take accountability for the things that you've done to me.
Right.
So you're gonna think I'm the problem. I'm never the problem.
Right.
I'm the situation.
Okay. So in that, you know, all of this, going back to mental health and how we are around this time of the year, around this time, especially this time of the year, because why? We have so many expectations on this time of the year. Okay.
Lord.
We are expecting for the Christmas gift to be up under the tree. We are expecting for a perfect holiday meal. We are expecting for the china to be done right, and it's all just done up. We're expecting for the macaroni and cheese and the potatoes to come the right way. We're expecting for the dressing to be done. We're expecting that you're coming in from out of time with your wife, and we know you interracially married, so we're expecting this white bitch or this white dude to come in this door that's going to cause a problem, because you already know what family members that's going to sit up there start shit. See, we have a lot of expectation around this.
I got a question about the holidays.
Go ahead.
You know, I don't like to keep stuff to myself. Like, I don't like to immediately take the bad route.
Right.
So let me ask you this. Here's your opinion. Do you feel that your ex, right?
Yeah.
Say you communicate with your ex, right? And they ask you about the holiday.
Okay.
The question is like, what you doing for the holiday? Are you putting the tree up? Knowing that every excuse you ever had to have a tree under your roof is been snatched away.
Okay. Okay.
Do you feel like that's them being a friendly comrade conversation? Or are they being funny and twisting a knife?
You know, that's a loaded question a little bit, and I'm gonna say it like this.
Because what the hell is reason I got to put up a tree if nobody else?
Right, right. And now, let's go here. Let's go here. I'm going to say in the spirit of the conversation, and the way I'm hearing it, it was supposed to be lightheartedness, but at the same time, it was seeking information. Because if you go put the tree up, who you buying from? See, it becomes, basically want to know who you fucking, basically, or who you finna spend your money on, basically. Okay.
Oh, so what's going under the tree? You put a tree.
You put what's going under the tree?
I didn't think of it that way.
Okay.
That never crossed my mind. That didn't cross my mind because, of course.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't trust them. So.
Right. So it's part of that. Okay. And John, I have not put up a full tree in so long to where I don't even think about it. Okay. Now I have gotten little garland and carrying on with recently off of TV when they had the little things, you put on your door, not a wreath, but the little door coverings. I did that last year just because it was a cute little thing. I thought, a black Santa Claus, that's real cute, But that's as far as I've gotten for me.
Well, for me, last Christmas, right? I was in the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all in the store shopping for all the different things. Right?
Yeah.
I'm literally putting the effort to purchase these things. Right?
Right.
And I put up, I'm going to say we put up a white tree.
Mm.
We did the whole black and platinum thing with the silver, right?
Uh-huh.
The white mink, what's they call the thing? The skirt.
Oh, yeah.
The white mink furry skirt. Put the night before Christmas, whatever.
Right.
The black, the black cartoon thing.
Okay.
Built a train of that and let the train run around the bottom.
Okay.
I mean, it really went there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was a Christmas person. Just to have everything from me 2 days before Christmas.
Right.
What the hell do you think I did with all that stuff? Come on, mental health time. What do you think I did with it?
Okay.
What do you think I did with that? It will only be a reminder of that.
Of that moment, of that pain, exactly.
So what do you think I did with it?
Okay.
Yeah, 513.
Right. Okay. So now the question becomes now, what do you do to protect your peace? Because now, I responded to a post. I said 525,600 minutes. Y'all remember from Rent. How do you measure a year? And for those of y'all who don't understand that, honey, that's how much time it is. A year worth of time is 525,600 minutes. Okay. So within that same time, especially now that this is the first year of all that, how does one protect their peace? For those of you who have physically lost, as in death, physical death of loved ones and things of that nature, how do you get through it? Because what Red is describing is the death of a relationship, okay, or marriage in this particular case. Okay, so how do you put the pieces back together? And how do you allow yourself or give yourself permission to feel how you feel without having to explain it? Because a lot of folks will sit there, oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't feel that way. Don't tell me what I shouldn't feel. I do. I feel this way. Now, how do I navigate through it?
Okay, first and foremost, you done pushed the button. It's always everybody outside of your situation that got
the most to say. Yeah.
and no solution. And no
And no
solution.
solution. Right. Right.
You know, I believe a lot of situations in the world
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't even come to a demise if the outside would just shut up.
How about it?
Because peace within your home is because you're protected from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
When you let the outside in,
Yeah.
it gets noisy.
Yeah.
Now you can't hear each other.
Right.
Y'all remember that?
Yep.
I can no longer hear you, and you can no longer hear me.
Yep.
But if we go back into our sanctuary and shut everybody out, peace begins to build.
Okay. Because then we start to learn how to come to an understanding. We can hear each other. Now, let me add a caveat here. Let me add a caveat. The caveat is, you know when it's toxic, and you know when you have overstayed. I'm not talking about those who are in abusive relationships,
Right.
those who are trying to get through because you have nowhere to go, those of you who are trying to make excuses for something that's already toxic. We're not talking about that.
Right.
Okay. That's a whole separate topic. Although we may have time to get into it. I'm gonna bring Buck up in here. Buck just came in. That's that there. We do need to talk about that here during the holiday time, because again, for those of you who feel you just got to be in a relationship, are you there because you have no place else to go?
Right.
You understand? You're there putting up with this, putting up with that, getting your head knocked up under the tree, okay, or carrying on, or the shit damn near about to become one of the damn little Christmas balls on the damn tree hanging. You're there because you have no place to go. You're there out of fear and out of obligation. You're not there out of love.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what does that do? Buck, I'm gonna bring you in here. What's up, fam?
Hey, what's going up, family?
You, baby, you. Thanks for coming on up in here. We on the hot
Man, you know, I ain't been here in a minute. You know, I've been doing my producer thing and whatnot. Shout out to Coach B. Just got through finishing up his show. So now I'm over here. I done missed the first hour of the show. I got bits and pieces from the notes. But I do believe you're talking about domestic violence and dealing with it this time of year. I think that's the gist of what I got just there.
That was in that particular phrase. What we're doing is, this is the whole idea is understanding. I started off with this question: why do we go into debt during this time of the year? Because we want to have a quote unquote good Christmas for folks.
Mm-hmm.
But that's an umbrella statement, because what happens is that it all really centers around mental health during the holiday time. Because we got those, another footnote, those who feel they have to be in relationship because it's the most wonderful time of the year. And they go into this whole thing of, oh my God, and they get depressed because they're single. They get depressed because they're lonely or feel lonely. Okay. And what they really want, because most of the time you're not lonely, lonely, you're just alone because you got family and friends, but that there is platonic. You wrote romantic love. You want somebody to embrace, hold, fuck, all that kind of jazz, so that you can be part of everybody else, because everybody else got little sunshine, snow pictures and cute little, matching pajamas and, all of that. Spend the money on gifts and all that little fruit shit. So because of that, we deal with a lot of mental health issues during this time of the year. Those who have gone through loss, significant loss, okay? And I'm saying significant loss, all loss is significant, but when I say significant, I'm talking about those hardest, parents, children, grandparents that hit hard, best friends, and carrying on. When those real sentimental hurts hit, and you're trying to navigate your way through. Red was just discussing, the death of his marriage, and carrying on what he's been going through. Understanding what that is, not as a man, and he said something very beautifully. As a man, men don't talk about the fact that, no, I want to be touched. I need my woman here with me or whatever. I like that. That there is what part of stimulates my manhood or whatever. Not my loins, but my manhood. You know what I'm saying? It stimulates that because I want the feminine touch. For those who are straight, I want the feminine touch. Okay, and I desire that. In fact, we need that. You know what I'm saying? And those who need that in that romantic sense. Okay, that there is where we are in this particular part of the conversation. You coming in as someone who's single, someone who dealt with loss, someone who's trying to get through the whole thing. What is your take on understanding how to protect your peace and your mental health during this time of the year?
Now understand, as we had this discussion, it's very interesting because I did want to kind of go into that on my show Sunday, and I will. By the way, I Am Nighthawk. The final episode will be Sunday at 8 p.m. Definitely want you two brothers to tune in so I can give you your flowers. But you also want to tune in because I got several people to clown, and you want to hear that. Y'all remember season 1 of Get Off My Lawn? How I ended that?
Lord, yes, Lord.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be nothing compared to what I do Sunday. Anyway, here we go. As y'all know, you two at least, I don't celebrate Christmas. Have not for over a decade now. I actually at 10 o'clock on Christmas Eve turn off all my social media on my phone. I say, happy holiday, everybody, because I do. And I need y'all to very much understand this. Want everybody to have a very good holiday season because I am aware of what it means to other people. But to me personally, it's just another day. And I know when I tell certain people that, they feel bad for me. Please don't. Why do I feel this way about it? It's for my mental. For my mental. I need to not be in that space that is Christmas. If you've been looking at my social media page on my Facebook, y'all done seen it. Every other day, what do I post? A picture of me and the Grinch. I need y'all to understand, I like Christmas, but I don't. That's why, I'm with Grinch, and we hugged up and we cool, but in the same token, I don't smirk with it. Now, let me explain part of why I'm this way. As y'all know, I lost my mother around this time about 2-3 years ago. Still bothers me to this day. I'm sitting here in her house, right where her chair used to be. So trust me, it's constantly on my mental. As you also know, we all had a loss about 2-3 years ago.
Yes, Lord.
We lost Great Helena Hologram.
And wait a minute, the anniversary of that is what? Was
this week, right? Yes. It was this week. And to this day, I still remember that last message. Okay, brother, I'm scared. I'm going to the hospital. I'll call you when I get there. And I'm still waiting on that call to this day. Even though I know that person gone, it would not surprise me. One day I look up on my Facebook like, yeah, so what happened was I had to hide for a little bit. If H2, if that's the case, I would never be mad. Come on back home. But yes, I miss my brother, my sister, one of my very best friends every single day. We only knew each other for a short period of time, but it was like we grew up together, I swear. I lost other folks during that time over the years. Folks, remember, that year that I lost my mother, I was also very sick at the time. So I actually spent Christmas 3 years ago in the bed, sick as a dog. It coming out of both ends, okay? I was through. I do relate to a lot of you who feel like, okay, not only is it Christmas, but it's the end of the year. And I'm sitting here looking at what my year has been like, what my life has been like. And now I'm feeling some type of way because here it is about to be the end of the year and it's Christmas time and I ain't got nobody and I ain't getting no presents and I measure my self-worth based on some of those things. Thank you, God, that I don't feel that way. I know some of y'all feel like, but trust me, I'm in a very good place when it comes to Christmas in that. Don't feel sorry for me for that reason. There's other things going on in my life that is way more traumatic and problematic than what's going on with Christmas.
Come on now.
Me not doing Christmas is a choice that I have consciously made, and I am good with it. I promise you I am. But it don't mean because I didn't get you no Christmas present that A, I'm a brokey, B, I'm a cheapie, C, I don't love you. None of that is the case for those of you who truly know and who truly love, present company included. Okay?
Okay.
If you require me to buy you a Christmas present to prove that I love you, we ain't friends for real. We ain't brothers for real. And I know who my real friends is. Something that I definitely will talk about on Sunday.
Okay.
Right.
But nonetheless, for those of you out there, and particularly for those of you who are dealing with some old BS this time of year, just because you don't want to be alone on Christmas or be, yep, Tracy, you feel me? Yep, exactly. You know exactly what we're talking about. And, you know, we all sitting here, and during this time, these last 5 years, we all done lost sons and mothers and children, cousins, people that we've been in love with, so on and so forth. So I know y'all feel me. But in the end, life is short, people. We are 3 very fortunate human beings that we are all 55 years old and then live some life, and we still here to tell this story.
Okay.
It's other folks in our circle, they're not here no more. And part of why they weren't here is because they didn't know when to get out. Right. They didn't know that when somebody ball their fist up and go upside their fucking head, that person don't love you. Let me say it for the people in the back. Love does not hurt. Love is not a hurtful thing or emotion. Okay? If you love somebody for real, you never lay a hurtful hand upon them. Now, you may lay some hands on them. That's another story.
That's another story.
But nonetheless, love does not hurt. Love does not put you in a spot where you don't feel safe. Love is not something where you are angry constantly. If you are with somebody right now and y'all love language is anger, hurt, and throwing dishes, that ain't love. That ain't love, baby. If you basically saying, okay, I'm just sticking through it for the presents, y'all ain't got love either. Y'all got some other twisted thing, okay? And that ain't no good either.
Okay.
Please analyze what it is. Because in the end, in an ideal world, if you love somebody and they know it's Christmas time and you ain't got it like that, don't y'all know the sales after Christmas better than the ones before Christmas?
Hello.
So they trying to get rid of that stuff that didn't sell.
And you know
If
what?
you got me for real, buy my stuff on December 27th.
You know what, but
I'm done. Go for
it. To piggyback on that, right? I tell people, don't be in an automobile relationship. And what I mean by that is she gassing you up to go.
Right.
Don't be that. She gas you up, you go spend the money.
Right.
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 I'm gonna tell you now, y'all ain't gotta buy me a solitary thing. The best gift I will hopefully get on Christmas, Lord willing, is to be alive to see it.
Okay. Now that's real.
What we have been through and what I personally been through, and y'all know that part of the story. Part of me ain't even supposed to be here. I'm just happy I'm still alive in the place of my birth. Amen.
Let it be told, child. I think all of us have have a place or two where we like, okay, now if it was on me exclusively, honey, I'm not supposed to be here.
That part.
Okay. If it was left up to my own resources, I'm not supposed to be here. Okay, but God saw fit to leave me here. So my work ain't done. Okay. Now, but Buck, you said something I want to go back on. And that there was, again, with this mental health piece about dealing with the holiday season. And that there is, when you say, I don't get no gift, I'm not no brokey. And how we allow our value to be determined based on the size of the gift, the amount that you spend on the gift. And then for those who have large families who try to make sure that everybody get a gift. I remember back when we were kids, you know, and I was going to go see, you know, we had the family holiday dinner or whatever. And hell, there's so many of cousins or whatever to where, you know, it's impossible for everybody to buy for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's impossible. Grandparents, for grandparents who got 50, 60 damn grandkids, you know what I'm saying? The parents done had 12 kids. Now all 12 of them got 6, 7 kids apiece. The fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You want me to buy for everybody. And so there are some of us who get caught up in that, thinking that this here is part of what it means to provide. A lot of men, particularly, get caught up in they value themselves or their masculinity and their manhood based on how they can provide. And then add on to, if they got a good job, got with resources to carrying on, you know, and you got those cackling hens in your ear.
What are they?
Cackling hens, okay. In your ear, okay, that's trying to keep, they want the Louboutins, they want the Christian Dior's, they want, you know, all the
Michael Kors, et cetera, yeah.
You know, and et cetera, et cetera. Then you got your in-laws sitting up there on top of it because, you know, you're trying to make good and keep the peace with the in-laws. You know, that then becomes stressful on anybody. For those of y'all who have jobs where y'all got Christmas accounts and you are basically taking money out of your check throughout the year to put it to your Christmas account, so you can have a Christmas. The hell is that?
Okay, long story short, we playing right into corporate America's hands, by the way. Let me put that part of it into it.
Okay.
Remember, what $1.4 trillion of debt is what we as Americans have incurred on credit cards alone.
Right.
1.4 trillion with a T. The vast majority of that, which is some 700 billion of that, is occurred in the last 3 months of each year.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Because again, we're trying to keep up with the Joneses and the Jacksons. Okay, knowing your last name was Smith. Okay. Or Brown. Okay. All right. And you're trying to keep up with all of that. And now let's go here. Let me go here because I'm gonna get on the church for this. Okay. Because see, a lot of that come from church folks who say Jesus is the reason for the season.
Well,
okay, you say Jesus is the reason for the season, but yet Christmas morning and that first service after Christmas or whatever, everybody comes flocking to find out what you done did. Everybody go looking in your tray to see how big the boxes were. See what you understand? Everybody looking for that. Okay, which child got the big wheel or whatever? Okay, and when now they don't do big wheel like that anymore. I guess you know they got the little robotic car. You know everybody getting those Lamborghini cars and shit, right? And
power wheels.
Yeah, power wheels. Okay,
yeah, there you go.
We ain't big wheels no more. We power wheels. How about that? Aha! We ain't big wheels no more. We power wheels.
Or green machines. Remember?
Right. Okay. So now we getting them the you know the little Barbie car, the little Ferrari car, and this, that. Okay, we done got them a little Gucci purse because now you want the little girl to look like you. She got her little car, she got little keys. Okay, so you got her looking like you, and then now if you spend that much on the child, now you got to do something for the mom.
Right.
Okay, you got the baby can't outdo the mama.
And let me say for the record, a lot of y'all base y'all Christmas gifts, the adults I'm talking about, on what you see your celebrity crushes and whatnot have.
Come on.
Everybody can't be Cardi B.
Everybody ain't got Cardi B's money. And
that part.
Wait, let me go here. Let me go here. Rich folks like that get shit for free.
Absolutely. Yep. You better tell them.
Say it again.
Okay,
you better tell them.
Folks like that get shit for free. Why? Yeah. Because it becomes advertisement for
absolutely. Let us put you on game for a minute, okay? Rich people that have money like that, they don't spend their money. They got credit out this world, okay?
Listen. Y'all hear about the Oscar parties and carrying on where celebrities go and
the Oscar swag bag. Talk about
it. Oscar motherfucking swag bag. Folks go to I would spend a $500 for a ticket, knowing I'm coming out of there with $20,000 worth of shit in this damn swag bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand me? I would spend the ticket, the money for the ticket, because I know the swag bag is gonna be 4 times what the ticket is.
And from my understanding, don't the seat fillers get them swag bags as well?
And here's the tea: the seat fillers are working, honey. They get paid to sit there. And okay, so all of that, when we talk about mental health and trying to get this psyche together, get the psyche together on how to navigate through this time of the year. It is the most wonderful time of the year. Why? Why? I want to know who coined that phrase to begin with. This is the most one, and I think it's because we get caught up in the beauty of it and carrying on.
You know who coined them phrases? I need people to really understand how much corporate America plays into how we currently celebrate Christmas. Remember, they do celebrate Christmas in other parts of the world. Don't no other country go into it like we do.
No. Rose says, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore ever since my dad died on that day. And I'm the one who found him passed in 2005. He passed 2005. I love being around family, but Christmas will never be the same for me.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, Rose.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, my grandmother in 1986, my mom's mom died the day after, which was the first day of Kwanzaa. So my grandmother passed the day after. And so child Christmas, we have never been right. The only reason why we got into a Christmas spirit again is because my siblings had children. You know, because it became Christmas for the kids again, right? And even then, you know, it wasn't like we you know, my family my immediate family, honey, the struggle is real. So, you know, we all this, that, and the third and carrying on. So trying to have a quote unquote good Christmas for the kids, it was we get them what we can afford. We stay within our means and carrying on. We got them something that we know they're gonna play with or whatever, or something that they needed. I'm from the old school, honey. When my mother lost her job and carrying on, baby, Christmas gift was shit that she knew we was gonna use: socks, underwear, okay, school supplies.
Right.
We got the trapper. Okay, we got the trapper keeper for Christmas. Okay, because she knew we were going to. That was something was going to be used, and it made sense. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what that remind me of, Meech? You know, every year on TikTok these last few years, they have the after Christmas crash out videos where they show these ungrateful PAPs and kids open these presents and be like, "This ain't what the hell I wanted."
Right. Okay, you know what? Okay, thank you for that. Because I want to go mental health. Let's go right there. Woo! Let's go right there. Because now you done sit down here, you struggled and carried on to get these gifts. And then you got this little ungrateful little bastard that want to sit down there and have their face all twisted or want to go somewhere crying because they didn't get the toy. Okay.
I wanted a PS5, not the S5.
Right. Okay. These little entitled ass little urchins. Okay. That we have now, that's our fault because we made them that way. Now I got to put that, but at the same time, I'm talking about mental health around this time of the year. Okay, because we stress ourselves out trying to make sure we have a quote unquote good Christmas for these little bastards, and then they show their ass.
Take a black marker and you write P in this hand and S in this hand. You close these 5 up.
Okay.
And give it to them.
PlayStation.
And hit them 5 times for a PS5.
Uh-huh. Doom.
That part.
Rich people re-give what they don't want, and that's all. And it's all stuck with labels. How about that?
Yeah, I think the rich folks like to call that the white elephant gifting.
Okay.
When they get their gifts together, like, okay, I ain't want this. Let's put it all in a row, and y'all pick out what gift that I didn't want that you can have.
But you know what? That's a flip on Miss Joan Crawford. Y'all saw the movie Mommy Dearest. When she was down there, and the kids got all these gifts, and she told Christopher and Christina to pick one. That's the one you keep. Everything else goes. Okay. All right. Now, of course, we knew she was just a spiteful, hateful ass little something. Okay. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, there was a lesson in that to be learned too. Okay, because they came from privilege or whatever. It's a bad example, but at the same time, she was trying to show them the meaning of, okay, you're already privileged, Teddy, and this, that, and the third. But nonetheless, her heart was evil because everybody gave them that stuff, because of who they were, and they were kids. And so you took that joy from them because you were hateful. But a lot of that, again, mental health, because that's another part of it. What do you do when the children get the gifts and the parents don't, and the parents mad? Particularly single parents. I was going to say single mothers, I'm going to say single parents. Because there are single dads out there who get mad that they can't live vicariously through their sons, or they want to because their little son got the basketball hoop set. Okay, or better yet, here we go. The auntie or the uncle did something for your child that you couldn't do. Huh? Right there. Ooh, I done hit something. Okay. When the auntie or the uncle, or somebody outside does something for your child that you couldn't do, and you got to sit in it.
I lived my whole childhood with that. So I told you I was my aunt's only child.
Right.
She didn't have no kids.
Right.
And she was well off.
Right.
So to me, I was her son that she never had.
Uh-huh.
And she always wanted to keep me in Bloomingdale's and Carson's.
Oh, you said Carson's. Okay.
Oh,
you said Carson's, honey.
Yeah. So when I went to school, I always had the riding boots and the Louis Vuitton briefcase.
Right.
And the colored Levi's?
Every color of the kaleidoscope, honey.
Jabot jeans.
Yeah.
I was the rich kid dressed. But at the time when she was going through this, my dad was hustling, so he was down.
Uh-huh.
So what he do for me in a month, she do for me in a gift.
Wow. Wow.
But it never bothered him because that was his sister. He loves her for that. But people on the outside looking in, so you got to check them because they got this.
Right.
Something negative to say.
Right. Now that there is how it should be.
Right.
Okay.
You know how we talk about at the network. Our motto is our voices for our people.
Right.
And we often talk about the village.
Yes.
How it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
You should not be mad that one of the villagers got it a little better off. At least they looked out for your part of the village.
But wait a minute. Let me flip the coin. Mental health. What do you do when you come to expect The Village.
Ah.
Because they did it once now, or they did it twice. I think once that second time is done, the third time it's done, now it becomes an expectation. Because let's look at it. Now, if I'm expecting you to do it, I'm gonna pull my hands up off of it.
What if it's not expectation? It's an entitlement.
Is that what it is? Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up in both. Because you expected me to do it because you thought you was entitled to it. That's what it is. You're expecting me to do it, so now you don't even play it no more. In fact, what you do, you just dumped it in my lap.
Yeah. Don't ask me for that. Ask Auntie JoJo.
There we go. There we go. That's with that shade. Say with the shade. With the shade in it, yeah.
Ask your Auntie JoJo for your PS5 controller.
Right. Right. All of that.
For your little boo-boo.
How do we protect ourselves in all of that? Because we're human, and every now and again it rises up in us all. It rises up, you know, especially when you're having a bad day and you just don't feel like hearing that shit. You know, there are moments, honey, listen, I don't feel like hearing a goddamn Christmas carol. I don't want to hear no Christmas nothing. Don't tell me about no sale. You know, I don't want to hear that shit.
I must say this about Christmas, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm done with this subject. Okay. If you carefully read the Bible, right? His birthday is in June.
In June. Say it.
Because wasn't it around the time of the crops and all of that?
Exactly.
Y'all been outside today, haven't you? I don't think nobody doing no cropping in December with the frozen ground in Detroit. I'm just saying.
I just want to keep that out there. You know, maybe you need to go back.
And my Bible, the wise man brought the gifts to the baby Jesus. Right. I don't recall him bringing no gifts for the adults.
Right.
Okay, so now that we got that out the way.
Okay. We're not, and going there again, we talk about propaganda because we said, you know, it's the most wonderful time of the year. They wrote a song about it again. In fact, it ain't Christmas till you hear that song.
Okay, stop. My man right here, my brother from another, he told you it was corporate.
Yeah.
The first person to sing it was Bing Crosby.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
corporate singer.
Yeah. Right. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I only make a few points here and there. Don't matter.
Valid points.
Don't be mad at me because I graduated.
Okay. And because of that, you know, this goes to, you know, propaganda and
yeah, y'all see the show. Y'all know what that mean when I break out the cards, right?
Okay.
My man.
You know, because of all of that, you know, we're dealing with marketing and carrying on, and we have allowed marketing to be the demise of people. You know, propaganda is just that, honey. It breaks down and it gets into our psyche, and it is really the propaganda is the devil, honey. You know, we gonna put it anyway, because that there is what we try to strive to be. You know, we're keeping up with everything and trying to have a certain look. Have a certain. It's still the whole thing with Adolf Hitler trying to create a perfect society. You know, we are caught up in wanting to have that image and that look and that this and that to where we forget what is sacred in it.
Wait a minute.
Okay. So.
Okay, if $40 gets you an hour, right? That means you can get the booed up Christmas Eve overnight for $400. And you can get the weekend with the family for $4,000. It was like that. It was one investment for the year. No headaches.
No.
Yeah, because because the going rate right now, because they belittle themselves.
Right.
It's $40 an hour.
Right. Leave me alone.
So we basically only need 1 or 2 bottles of baby lotion or that more.
Leave the children alone.
Wait a minute. I'm here.
Next, you'll be talking about the Epstein files, Big Red. Come on. Come on. Come on, bro.
So he knows about how to work the business of it, okay?
Want to do it?
Oh, have mercy. Okay. Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. Now, before we go, because we got about 20 minutes left up in here, because I told you we got a hard stop at 11. I'm gonna double back to
hold on. Before you go there, one quick thing. Shout out to Aunt Nikki. I miss you, Nikki. Hopefully 2026 can find you some time to come back on the air. We miss you.
Right. Because she popped in at the top of the year, child, for 2025. She popped in.
Yep.
Okay. She's been wrestling. We've been on the phone a few times, and she's been wrestling with time and some personal things that she's been trying to get through. So she and Mook, you know, Keisha, Miss Keisha had it. They work and trying to get together, and her boys, and they
Aliana and the whole crew. We love y'all.
Yeah, they trying to Mook posted yesterday.
So I want to go back to, and again, this goes back to mental health and carrying on, but I want to talk about the social media challenges. Okay, now I said at the top of the show, the father, there's a video going around where the father found his son hanging in his room because of a cartoon that he was watching that was basically showing them how to hang themselves, and it was some kind of challenge. But why is it that we have allowed these social media challenges to get so far out of the way to where they have become diabolically dangerous? You know, to where folks are losing their lives, folks are getting sick. It was cute when we had the ice bucket water challenge or whatever, you know, the cute little stuff, right? But then when your stupid ass started doing when you're gonna pour alcohol on your body and then set yourself on fire
and jump in the tub.
And then you go jump in the tub.
I think the stupid challenges all started in my mind with that damn Tide Pod challenge. And the children eating the damn Tide Pod.
The hell.
I'm gonna tell you something. When they jumped in when that idiot poured the alcohol on him, set it on fire, jumped in the tub with the doggone curtain on there.
Right. The one girl, with the horse mouth and carrying on, and she's sitting up there taking the cinnamon. She took a whole tablespoon of cinnamon and trying to eat the cinnamon and got the coughing and gagging and carrying on because you can't.
The one hot chip challenge, and it goes on and on.
Yeah, and now that right there, I blame on the people that manufacture. How you allow somebody to manufacture something to hurt you?
Right.
True.
Right. And yet make money off of it. Because catch it, that one chip. Yeah. That one chip was like $4 or $5 or whatever. It was ridiculously.
They sold $1 million in them chips.
Yes.
Why have we allowed ourselves to get to a place where we're here? And I had a theory. I told Red this earlier. I said, I think what it is because we are content creators.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the business of content creation is, these folks are making money off this shit.
Yes.
Okay. So now I've got to top the last thing I did to get you to come back. Okay. As long as you're coming back or whatever. And if the second I get bored, you're going to go away. So my numbers will start to go down. So now I've got to do stuff that's going to up the ante.
Mm-hmm.
Even folks who are doing their own OnlyFans pages and you're doing your own porn stuff, and y'all out here in stores and carrying on, in supermarkets or whatever, in the aisles, getting it in with folks walking by, you're already on videotape, fool. Okay. And Dr. run the risk of going to jail for indecent exposure, but the hype in that is I'm getting my content. Okay.
My clicks and likes.
Yeah. Red Line was watching. He asked me yesterday. He said, "What do you think about this?" And it was the challenge where the guy is going up to random women, and what they do and grabbing their hand, holding their hand and shit. Right?
Yeah, you walking up talking about some, hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Right.
Their husband.
Okay. I don't like stupid shit like that because you're asking.
Or that one on the escalator where he reach over and rub her face.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you so pretty.
Okay.
Nigga.
I mean, and it's crazy because there's actually some good challenges out there, but they don't get nearly the likes. I mean, if you remember last year, there was the people that was going around to the different restaurants and basically buying like $10 worth of food, but tipping the waitress $1,000.
Yeah, right.
Probably don't see more of that content.
Right, because it's not new. You know what?
It don't get nearly the likes.
It's not ratchet. See, we
right.
allow
it's not controversial enough.
It's not commercial. It's not ratchet. It's not hoodwinked. It is not white trash trailer park-ish enough.
Right.
Because, it's all of that because
it's always something that's gonna hurt you.
It's always something. And here,
so these guys walking up to these random guys,
yeah,
they selling dope, and you walk up to them talking crazy.
Right. Right. The one with the guy. Wait, I thought this was hysterical. The guy said, "Oh, you want to go viral? I can make you go viral." The guy going in the store, and he walked up to the guy, and then he talking about how fat his ass is. Okay, and the guy was, he was like, and the guy was like, "Okay, wait a minute," and he was trying to like get him off of, but the guy kept going in on how fat his ass is. He said, "Oh, I see, you want to go viral." He said, "Come here, we can go viral." Okay, and so now the dude's like, "No, it's a prank. It's a prank." No, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, the prank to get your ass hurt.
Right.
Because we try to get likes and clicks on this thing. And what's even funnier is that, well, not funny as in haha, it is they get paid for this. Society, if they did not get paid for it, they wouldn't do it. So what is that saying about us as a society as a whole to where we subscribe to this shit? This is why I don't have the number that I would like to have or whatever, because I don't do the shit that other folks do. Now, yeah, I cuss a lot. But I am not salacious to where we're talking about all the celebrities, the way that, and talking about business to where it's a gossip thing. And I'm, trying to destroy someone's reputation or trying to get
I am so glad you mentioned that, because I know we outside of the air had a conversation of why I'm ending my show. And that's part of it. The fact that, the things I have to say, they're not controversial. A lot of people agree with the current government is on some BS and things of that nature. But because I'm not on here like, we should do this, this, and this, and that person's so-and-so, and because I don't do that, I don't get the numbers that I could. Because in the end, I'm not trying to sell my soul just to get clicks and likes. Okay?
You said that.
That money ain't worth it to me.
Listen, child, I think the most money I've ever got paid from YouTube has been $100.
But your reputation,
okay.
I'm gonna tell you, people sell their reputation. They'll get somebody on there that's comfortable with them.
Right.
They'll come on for an interview, and you don't say nothing to them, and then when you get to the platform, it's different, and you embarrass them.
Oh, see, yes. Yeah.
And you doing all that for money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you know, cause a whole situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
and by the way, while we on the subject of clicks and likes, yeah, now we all guilty of it. We watch them videos where the little kids get the cussing and can on and
Right.
whatnot. But I need us to start thinking about those kids someday will grow up to be adults. And the last thing I would want to be known for is being the kid that called my mama a bitch when I was 6 months old.
And everybody thought it was cute.
Yes.
Okay. And see that's the listen, I was that child that had a mom. Now mama I didn't cuss like that, you know, to other adults around my mama because I was an ass whooping, but I was the smart alecky one, you know, and things of that nature. And a lot of that came because my grandmother wouldn't babysit me. So my mother took me around, you know, her friends or whatever. So even though I was in the child's room, Demetrius was the nosy one, so I would be at the door listening, or I'd get up always conveniently having to go to the bathroom or needing some water.
Not you.
Yeah, no. Okay. So I'm getting all the tea. Okay. I got all the tea. Okay, CRUMPET, Hattie, listen, we even had a little to-go bag, Hattie. Okay. And so I got comfortable with that. So, you know, it became one of those things. And yeah, you know, my mother's friend used to always think it was cute, but my mother always put me in check. Okay. And when it finally got to the point where she stopped taking me or would stop going to some of these particular places because she saw how I was responding, then it became her, it was a shift in her, which then became a shift in me. You know what I'm saying? Because she had to either take the environment out from me out of it or keep me from it. You know what I'm saying? And so, but that there was different kind of parenting. You know, now the parenting today, hell, the mama's encouraging. There was one, wait a minute, it was a while ago where the mama was encouraging the baby to cuss the boy. Tell me what I told you to say. What are we doing here? You know, what are we doing here? You know, and you better not say that to my motherfucking baby. That's what, bitch, it was downtown. It was downtown at little 5 points. That's what it was. Oh, the security guard that was at the little place down there, he was known for zapping folks with his taser. And this one, but she needed to be zapped because I was so that way with her. Got the bump of her gums, right? And then her little son got to bumping his right with her, you know, with damn near the same inflection that Carolyn that she had. Don't you better not say that to my motherfucking mama. And the girl was like, wait a minute, you know what? Wait a minute, you better watch your mouth with me. You don't tell my son, you tell him what I said, baby. Say it again, baby. You better not tell. It was that. And then the girl got a little bit that way, and she came up and walked into the guy's face, and he tased the shit out of her ass. Her big ass went down. I laughed because she went down. I hollered. But then it became a thing, right? Because now all her girlfriends are carrying on their man and him and this, that, and the other. They end up closing all that shit down. But I don't know if those restaurants in there. It's right there on Alabama Street, right there, little 5 points. I'm not 5 points. Yeah, it's not little 5 points. It's at 5 points. That little store thing, right there where the buses sit. John, I said had to say, when the kids sit up there and are encouraged by the parents, okay, what? No. And so we are in this place where the whole idea of ratchet and as Tracy said over here, being disrespectful and things of that nature and having keyboard courage. You know, I'm dealing with that with my College Park page, whatever. A lot of these fuckers, honey, they think they because they're behind the keyboard and can click. Okay, they say shit on the computer and stuff that they wouldn't dare say in my face. Okay, or if they do say it, they don't say it with the inflection that they put in this goddamn computer. See, with all, you know, this, that, and the third. You wouldn't dare say that to my face. And so this is the kind of culture that we live in now, you know, and now help us because now we are phasing from being ratchet. And I can't stand that we've turned wretched into ratchet. It's a whole new word now, a whole ratchet culture. The word is wretched. Okay. Remember Clay Huxtable? So you want to go be with the wretched. Okay, that's the word, honey. But now
and have big fun.
Have big fun with the wretched. Okay. But now wretched is now ratchet, and ratchet, which is a tool, by the way.
Yes.
Ratchet culture is now dominant because it's no longer ghetto anymore. See, ghetto culture was one thing. Remember, we come from the hood culture. You ain't down with the set. Now you got to be ratchet. And ratchet is coming 2.0 or 3.0 because now we're adding AI to it. I want y'all to think about that. And on that note, we're going to get up out of here because I told you we got a hard stop at 11 and it's 7 minutes too. And I got to shut this shit down and I got to change my shirt. So listen, we're going to keep this going. I want y'all to keep this conversation going and the discussion going because this is that time of the year. Today's show was called Santa or Scrooge. Which one are you? Okay, Santa or Scrooge? Which one are you?
Definitely
Scrooge. If you are Santa, are you the good Santa, or are you expecting Santa to be good to you? Or are you both because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses and the Jacksons? If you are a Scrooge, why are you in your head? What had you so turned off to it to where you're not letting the effervescence of it be alive? Or are you letting it be alive, but you know what? I do you because I can't fuck with it. Me personally, I'm not completely a Scrooge. I'm not necessarily a Grinch, but I really don't care for this. Everybody say, you ready for it? Ready for it to go. Because this is supposed to be, I don't like the fact that we have the need, that needy folks are rationalized to a season. Between Thanksgiving and New Year's Eve is the time of the year that we want to be respectful to the needy and want to sit up there and quote unquote be of service and want to do something for quote unquote the needy. But then the needy end up being discounted because the greedy gets in the fucking way and they end up taking everything. I can't stand the fact that your expectation is you gonna save your coin because you're going to put your name on every free toy list that's out here so that you can sit there and do your whole goddamn Christmas shopping after free shit. And those who really need it are the ones who get left behind because they got there 2 hours too late or they didn't have a car to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones. Or how about, like, we just had a fire. My complex last week had a fucking fire. The whole entire building is gone. The entire building. I think they had like 24 units in that building. 8 families are displaced. 8 whole families, but the building got to be torn. There is no recovering that. They got to tear that bitch down. Okay. We just had elderly women. One lost her life. 3 days later, another fire in my neighborhood. Lost her life. Okay. So here we are. I'm ready for it to come and go, be done and go. I prefer Kwanzaa. Why? Because it has nothing to do with commercialism or nothing, but we turning it into it because we found a way to capitalize on it. But Kwanzaa ain't got shit to do with nothing. It's about family and community, understanding the principles of how to make your life better, how to make your community better. But we don't celebrate that. Why? Because we don't know how to make it ratchet.
I want to tell everybody who's listening, who's watching, that know me, don't force Christmas on me, and I won't force Christmas on you. And do not put me in your tax bracket. Just because you can afford Louis Vuitton and Gucci, don't mean I can afford Louis Vuitton and Gucci. Don't ever tell me what I can and can't do when you're capable of doing everything.
Ooh. And on that note, darling, listen, I'm not going to go through the whole spiel. Like I said, we got a hard stop at 11.
All right, so real quick, again, tune in 8 p.m. Sunday. I Am Nighthawk, final episode come get your flowers or come get Klein, whatever the case may be. Would not be a Nighthawk Network without Big Meech and Big Red. Do know your flowers is coming for sure.
Bless your heart, baby. Bless your heart.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Sunday. Okay, the 21st, honey.
Be in the building.
Be in the building. Okay, so on that note, honey, if you love us like you do, honey, tell all your family, your friends, and stuff to come on in to like, subscribe, share. If you hate us, don't like or whatever, you want a neck roller, you can tell all your motherfucking enemies to come over here, like, subscribe, and share. So, honey, please know that any and everything that we do, honey, over here at 3 the Hard Way, honey. That's our syndicate. 3 the Hard Way, baby. Everything that we're doing in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion will move forward, honey. So you may finish all of your crumpets, darling, because the tea has been dished, and you have been dishing tea with Big Meech and my co-host over there. That there is Big Red, my other brother from another money. That's Buck, honey. Nighthawk Network over there, and then the actors of Aunt Nikki, honey. We love you. Thank you. And on that note, we will see you guys soon. Talk to you later. Ciao, Bella, darling. See you.